you know what? Not only you are going to have this happy, brilliant news, which is most certainly going to be worth celebrating at the beginning of this week, but at the same time, you're also like kind of going to be more happy, not because it's such an amazing news, which is going to be worth celebrating, but you're more going to be happy because of the actual idea that you are going to have. You are going to have this brand new idea, and you need to understand that this idea is coming from your rather sharp mind. Your mind is going to be so sharp like never before. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And that means that you're going to be able to see things crystal clear, which you've seen so foggy for so long. So this is going to lead, my gorgeous Sagittarini, towards you having this brand new idea. An important thing to say here is that most importantly, this idea is actually going to bring a success into your life. Not only that, but at the same time, it's going to make you feel so ambitious, and it's going to remind you, it's really going to remind you how powerful you are and how ambitious you were before. I'm not saying that you're not ambitious, but it's just the extent where this is going to basically explode to. It's going to be brilliant. So it's going to make you ambitious. It's going to put you in a mode for action. You're going to be driven to succeed here. And that in itself also means that there are some kind of beliefs that you are going to need to defend as well. You are going to stand up for some kind of beliefs as well. And this in itself, it's going to require from you to have confidence. And that in itself means that you are also at around the same time going to need to challenge someone. Maybe challenge someone in some kind of a power, or maybe challenge someone who is like, you know, like maybe your boss or something like that. But you are going to need to understand clearly that you are within this process. For some reason you're going to need to challenge someone, but not because you need to challenge them, but it's only because you're going to need to show your beliefs, and you're going to need to stand really firm. And you must not be anybody else in this moment in time. You just must be yourself. So even if you believe in something that you're embarrassed about or whatsoever, this is something that is needed from you to come out. So you have to remember to stand up for your beliefs, your own beliefs, my gorgeous Sagittarini, because this is going to be more important than ever. It's going to lead towards you just a couple of days later knowing what exactly do you need to do when it comes to being practical, and especially when it comes to providing financially. This is going to lead towards an important alignment in your life, which is going to, you know, make you so much happier. This is about an inner happiness, a fulfillment, but also at the same time you feeling contentment that you haven't felt in absolute ages. But you do need to remember one thing. You do need to remember one thing, my gorgeous Sagittarini, please. You must give in order to receive. Okay, you must give in order to receive. Okay, this is something that you're gonna have to remember along this process as well. Trust me, you will know what I mean. On another note, my gorgeous Sagittarini, at around the beginning of this week, you are gonna have like a pretty much so bizarre and very strange dream. And this bizarre and very strange dream is not going to make sense to you to start with whatsoever, but only later on, only later on, maybe even a few days later, maybe a few hours later, maybe a few weeks later, only later on, something within that dream is going to be highlighted. And first of all, it's going to be so chaotic, that dream. It's going to be very vivid, but it's going to be filled with things you absolutely don't understand. Nothing is going to make sense when you have this dream whatsoever. But important to mention is that not that long after that dream, something very specific is going to be highlighted. But only when you come across the specific situation which is going to blow you away, and it's going to make you aware of how evil and how horrible, how nasty and how dark and how vile certain people can be. And now suddenly you're going to be reminded of something very specific within this dream, and it's all going to start making sense indeed. And also at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you are, I'm not going to lie to you, but sorry, there is going to be some kind of a painful ending that you're going to be going through. It's to do with a rather painful ending, but then at the same this is to do with the part of your life that it's bringing so much anxiety, so much worry, so much fear, so much sadness and depression, and maybe even nightmares at times. So it's about you understanding what is making you hopeless, and what is absolutely the best time now to actually walk away from, and this is going to remind you as well later on that you should be choosing your battles really, really wisely in your future. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, pa-para-pam, pa-ra-pam, pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-ra-dam, pam 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 para pam para pam pa 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 para pam pam para pam pam. Raise your vibration, baby. By the time you get to the midweek, it's like something is gonna be delayed here that is gonna make you feel so frustrated. It's to do with this news and message that you are expecting and waiting for, and it's gonna be different to what you expect, because you're gonna realize again something is not happening, something is being delayed. Now this is to start with gonna make you feel really frustrated, but then again at the same, and it's gonna make you feel frustrated, it's gonna make you feel kind of, oh my god, you're gonna feel like you're gonna panic, but then at the same time you're also gonna need to realize you have to slow down a little bit. You need to think about the balance. You need to be patient. By being patient, you're also going to find the meaning, especially when it comes to what do you need to do in order to be emotionally stable and in order to heal yourself. Your intuition is going to be really guiding you here, and at the same time you are going to be kind of dealing with the multiple priorities, and that in itself, it's really going to make you aware of the fact that you have to pay attention to time management in order to adapt. And at the same time, you really also and also you're gonna have to really pretty much gonna pay attention to balancing decisions as well. This is all gonna lead towards you having an important clarity here, a clarity which is going to help you to make a choice, and you must really ignore over analyzing, because by over analyzing you're just oh my god, you're just gonna put yourself to the point number one here, and you don't want that, because you're not going to be able to move forward. If you find yourself in this dark hole of over analyzing, you're just going to lose yourself, and you're just going to have to go back to the beginning and do this all over again. So important. So this is bringing an important clarity this time, where this is delayed, okay, but then this is going to give you enough time, enough balance, enough to realize that you need to be patient, but also this is going to help you to find a meaning. Just remember, and this is all going to lead towards you knowing exactly which choice do you need to make right now, and you need to stop over analyzing, okay, because this is a lot to do with you getting clarity on what you desire and moving forward with your lives, okay. This is brilliant, because now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's most importantly time for action, and it's time to give birth to your dreams, my gorgeous Sagittarini. So there are some creative projects that are going to be on your mind, and they are going to be successful. You need to understand this. You need to believe in yourself. What's happening right now, it's really going to change your life, but you have to believe in yourself 1000%, 1,000,000%. If there is only a little bit of doubt, then this little thing, it's really going to turn into something enormous, and it's going to become a huge baggage. Why? Because you're not trusting yourself, and you're not trusting your spirit, and that way you're ignoring your soul purpose. This is to do with your soul purpose, with your life purpose, and it can only make your life so much better, okay. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you see, this is brilliant. You are going to have such a happy surprise. You are going to have a really happy surprise, and this happy surprise is going to come in a form of like a rather creative opportunity. And that creative opportunity, it's also really going to be so important for you, because at the same time, it's gonna really not make you feel scared of sacrificing something really specific that was causing you to lose control. You will know what do you need to sacrifice, and you need to have a faith here that the future is bright, because that's exactly what is going to happen here, because there is a dream that it's going to come true. This is a very positive change that in your life it's happening right now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, that is also going to bring an end to a very, very challenging times. It's a lot about the end of the tunnel, but it's a lot about the light at the end of the tunnel, but it happens at a moment in time when we least expect it, and that in itself requires from us to respond. And we always respond in a different way when we are kind of tend to overthink, or we tend to over prepare ourselves for something. It's not us. That is just really going to bring the best out in you in a form of the actual response. So this is all going to lead towards you really kind of not only knowing what you need to sacrifice, that some kind of fear of sacrifice. It's not going to be fear anymore. You're going to become very excited about it, and this in itself is going to bring stability into your life. It's going to make you a leader of your life again. It's going to bring respect into your life, and that it's all going to lead towards you being really honest with yourself. You need to be honest with yourself. By being honest with yourself, you are really going to also be able to walk away and move forward with things that no longer serve you. And this in itself, it's really going to lead towards like probably one of the most deep contemplations that you've ever had. You're gonna have a huge contemplation at around the end of this week, and this huge contemplation that you're going to have, you know, it's at the same time gonna really make you aware of the fact where there are unlimited possibilities. You like kind of like gonna realize where unlimited possibilities are when you go into this hermit mode. It's gonna be the hermit mode that you're going to be within. We see so much more when we are within this hermit mode. So you are going to feel either really drained and really tired at some point at the end of the week, and you are going to feel like you need to sit down, you need to have a break, you need to relax. You're not going to be able to help, baby. You're not going to be able to help yourself whatsoever. But the bottom line is that this is going to bring something out of you, where you're going to realize on one hand a new beginning, but then on another hand you're going to realize unlimited possibilities that happened in your life completely spontaneously. But this is gonna kind of make you to be optimistic like you haven't been in ages, and it's also gonna help you to trust in life again. And it's like a really adventurous moment in time where you're gonna start feeling so much pleasure with those things that you're gonna be thinking about. You are gonna go into this thinking mode about your future, and there's so many ideas that you're gonna have and you're gonna feel, and this is the time when you're going to become alive again, my gorgeous Sagittarini, indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Sagittarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.